how's it going? All right, we're going to be facing the Phillies. And yeah, as you can see, we got four Mets that have combusted and are on fire. So, um, I'm thinking maybe I should move Marisnik down to the 8th spot here. I don't know. It looks kind of funny having Cano hitting 8th. Yeah, he does. So he's got a lucky 7 ERA for Romero. I was kind of thinking, well, yeah, let's keep the lineup as it is and see if it works out. I don't know why I get this notification on the top right of the screen that says that I have new messages in the chat. But, I mean, look, it says there's 24 messages. I don't have 24 messages in the chat, clearly. I don't know why. It's been doing this. It's been doing this recently. Today and last night's game. I don't know. Let me see something here. Yeah, I guess I'll just have to deal with it. Alright, let's go for it.
MLB Network's coverage of Major League Baseball is on the air. Tonight, the opener of a 3-game series between the New York Mets and the Philadelphia Phillies. Number 6 makes his big league debut right after this.
He's making his Major League debut here.
Jojo Romero, the southpaw out of the Golden State, gets the call here. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
Hey, if you're looking for Achilles heel from this pitcher, this jumps right out at you. Right-handed batters are hitting over 300 on the season against this guy. That's something he's going to have to improve on if he expects to pitch well in this one.
All right, let's look at the lineup here. Yeah, it's the Major League debut for his second baseman, Ryan Burke. But you can see Segura leads off. McCutcheon, Harper in the number 3 spot. Real Muto cleanup. Didi Gregorius, third base, batting number 5. And then Neil Walker gets the start at first base. The rookie Burke, and then Roman Quinn in the 8th spot. There's your lineup for the Mets, which you've seen already. All right, let's do it.
Digging in, Ahmed Rosario, and we are set for baseball here this evening. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. First of 3 is underway on this Tuesday night as the opening pitch is taken for ball 1. These Phillies, as they enter play here tonight, fellas, they've been fairly punchless of late, losing last time out and, in fact, dropping 6 of their last 7.
Yeah, Matty, this definitely looks like a situation where somebody's going to have to call a team meeting. I don't know if it comes from a veteran or the manager decides to close the doors for a second, but this team has not played well. They find themselves losing lately. They lost the last game, and they're going to need a spark to get this thing turned around.
3-0 now. Very mild temperatures as we begin tonight. 58 degrees here at first pitch.
Nice to be somewhere where it isn't raining.
From the windup, the 3-0 pitch.
It was a wet 3-game
Finally
series in Atlanta.
Over. Nothing worse than starting the game with a 4-pitch walk.
Into his motion. Here comes the 3-1. And he lays off ball 4. And the leadoff man is on to begin the ball game.
That is not the way he wanted to start off this half inning. It's one thing to walk the leadoff hitter, but it's even more painful when the leadoff hitter is an absolute burner and he can really wreak some havoc on the bases.
Here's Jake Marisnick. First chance for him here with a man on following the leadoff walk.
Oh, look at that. Arm strength and arm accuracy. Can't run on this guy.
From the stretch. A fastball here too low. It's 1-0.
No, it's real
Good speed
Muto.
at first
That's right.
and good speed with a guy at the dish. Going to be tough to double up these guys. If you're an infielder, got to get rid of it quick.
Two 2-0 now.
He's having a really hard time finding his rhythm and finding the strike zone. It's going to allow this offense to keyhole him in big situations. He's got to figure it out pretty quick.
Yeah, his good arm is
Rosario
definitely
first,
reflected
out.
on here. So I'm not about to test that. Especially with
2-1.
my
Time for a
lack
look at our
of,
umpires in this one.
success
Behind the
base
plate is
running
James
and
Kingsley.
stealing.
Dan, I know I was an offensive player, but I'm okay being a pitcher's umpire. If you're going to consistently pound that outer half, James Kingsley's usually going to give it to you.
Hey, listen, there's a reason why the pitchers throughout the league, they call him the king of the hill. You move the ball a little bit off the strike zone, he's not afraid to put that arm up. He's a very good pitcher's umpire.
Now the 2-1. He's in there for strike number 2. 2-2 is a changeup that misses. 3-2.
Got to believe that runner from first is going to be in motion, especially in this situation. As an offensive player, just hit something hard because those defenders are going to be moving.
Full count.
3-2 pitch. And boy, that misses as
Ooh,
well.
that
It's
was close.
back-to-back walks to start out the inning.
At this rate, he's going to set some kind of a record for walks issued in a game, or he'll get an early hook. We'll see if he can settle down here and start to find the strike zone, or if he continues to struggle.
Yoenis Cespedes striding in next. And as you can tell easily from the splits, he's really struggled away from their home ballpark. He's ready. Here's the first offering.
Hey, two options if you're standing on the bump right now. Have to find a way to punch this guy's ticket or roll a double play.
First and second here with nobody out. A little bit low that time, maybe outside as well. And he takes ball 2, and it's 2-1.
I got the call there.
Hey, lots of guys get too aggressive in a spot like this, but he's done a nice job of gaining some count leverage. Look for him to put the ball in play hard.
Now the 2-1. Takes a pass
Ooh.
and misses. That's strike 2.
Change up.
Now time called at the plate as he'll step out and try and start it again. Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. A bouncer up the middle. And that is through into center field. A base hit. And this will not be close, and the run will score easily.
Hey, nice way to start a new series, D-Roll. The thing you want to do is try to score early. It's always nice to win the first game of a series.
Yeah, they're coming out swinging right here, trying to set the tone and let everybody breathe a deep sigh of relief. Hopefully get this first game under our belt.
Up next, the power bat of Pete Alonso as he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike 1. None out, runners at first and second. A ball and a strike to the Mets first baseman. It's 1-2. Maybe getting a little jumpy in the box, so he steps out and asks for time.
This is 20th pitch of the inning. Still nobody out.
Ready to deliver the 1-2.
Oh, that's way inside.
Now a swing and a little tapper to the left of the mound. And he indeed takes over the out at first as the runners move to second and third with one away now.
Oh well, advance the runners. That's too bad.
At the plate, J.D. Davis.
I had the 3-run home run on mine.
For more damage here in the first.
Didn't happen. That pitch was, you can see it, well, you don't see it when it's paused, but it is right on the corner, right there, bottom left screen. Bottom left of the screen.
Comes set.
So,
here's the 0-0 pitch.
Had to swing on it, I just didn't get good contact.
The 1-0. Takes
hey,
this the other way to right.
No.
Harper is there, and that should be deep enough to score the run.
Yeah, should have. I messed up.
I thought they might have had a shot at scoring him there, but they put up the stop sign with 2 away now.
So that's my fault there. I mean, he absolutely should have scored on a sac fly there. But I started advancing the runners thinking it was a gapper, and then I realized, oh, no, it's not.
So 2 on with 2 away.
I had to
and
retreat.
Up next, the left-handed hitting Michael Conforto. First pitch of the at-bat. Hit sharply on the ground. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. Mets forced to settle for 1 here in the inning. We'll move on to the bottom half of inning number 1. Mets out in front, 1-0.
All right. I feel like I've got this guy Romero's number, though, so we'll get him next time.
Here's a guy that numbers can be a little bit deceiving. He has a whip in the 1.3 area and above range. It's a little higher than league average. He's been a little bit inconsistent. 1 good game, 1 bad game, but don't let that whip fool you. This guy's a much better pitcher than that. And if he brings his A game, he could be awfully tough in this one.
Coming to the plate now, Gene Segura. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. And that misses for ball 1. Fellas, these Mets, as they enter play here tonight, have got to be considered one of, if not the hottest team in baseball right now. Winners of 8 of their last 10 ball games.
Yeah, Matty, this team has been playing really well right now. And this is case in point. Chance to jump out again to another 1-0 lead. They've really been doing that. They've been on attack, early offensive, almost ambush-like approaches to their at-bats, and it's working for them.
On the ground for Cano at second. Throw on to first by Cano, and there's the first out of the inning.
Batting second, the left fielder, Andrew McCutcheon.
So 1 away here with the bases empty, and that'll bring up the former National League MVP, Andrew McCutcheon. First delivery to him on the way. The windup and the 0-1.
I got 1 ball, 1 strike.
1 out, nobody on. And a curveball's by him that time as he falls behind now 1-2.
Now you could tell right there that curveball had some serious depth to it. That's what separates the good ones from the bad ones. That nasty spin rate, get that downward action. You even get a star player like this swinging at something in the dirt.
Did a good job to shorten up and protect the plate, and he'll have another shot at it here.
What's your raised eyebrow for?
The 1-2.
You know, we'll see him work both sides of the plate with his curveball. Maybe not that far in, but he'll move that pitch around the zone to give it a different look.
Swing and a miss on the changeup, and there are 2 gone.
Nice.
Batting third. The
Here's
right
Bryce
fielder.
Harper now. First cuts for him here with the bases open and 2 away. Now here's the pitch.
If he's able to dot that sinker down and away and execute that pitch all day, you're going to see a lot of weak contact, and the infield defense is going to be on its toes.
0-1 the count to Bryce Harper.
Ball one. Look out, 1-1.
Now a swing and a ground ball for the second baseman, Cano. They'll whip this one to first in time, and that ends the inning. 3 up, 3 down for Philadelphia. It remains 1-0. Second inning set to go, and now it'll be the catcher, Wilson Ramos.
Wilson Ramos.
Here's the first pitch to him. Swing and a liner. Foul. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Line towards center field.
Right at him.
This is unfortunately right at him in center field as he takes it in for the first out.
Batting eighth. The second baseman, Robinson Cano.
Here comes the second baseman, Robinson Cano, and he's got that batting lineup near the 300 mark entering play. Cano waits on the first pitch. Bottom part of the zone, a good changeup gets the call. We're in the second, 1-0 Mets early on. Tried to get him to go after the slider, but it's 1-1. No contact there, and it's 1-2. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
Yeah.
And here's a curveball that's laid off that time. It's full, 3-2.
Wow, talk about a waste pitch on 2-2. That one wasn't even close. I don't know anyone that would have swung at that pitch.
And that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit.
You think there's any justice in the game? Watch those 2 at-bats. Both of them hit on the absolute screws. One's right at one guy, and then one's a single. Go figure.
Into the box now, Steven Matz. Runner at first here, 1 man out.
See if I can get the bunt down.
And now a bunt attempt here as he gets this one down.
Hey, you pulled him
Pulls
wide.
him off the bag.
That's the only way I'm going to get a bunt down. Oh, it's
So
an error.
definite problems on that last play, and they'll hit
Neil
the first
Walker,
baseman
former
for the
Met.
error.
Ahmed Rosario.
And that'll bring in the former top prospect, Ahmed Rosario.
So not much speed on the bases. I've got Cano at second and Matz on first.
First pitch on its way. Now here's one hit in the air to the right side.
Oh, that's
He
a
lays out
that's,
for it, but
that's
he can't
gonna
pull it
score
in.
some runs,
Cano
baby.
rounds the corner and is headed home. He'll score easily as they extend their lead.
Well,
to
that's
2.
a mistake
Tag
right
is
there.
And he's out trying to score from first as the second run.
That's a mistake.
The right fielder, number 16, Jake Marinki.
You know, that's one of those things where here, let's analyze that mistake. I thought it was going to be caught, so I really didn't have the runners going. And then it's Harper out there, right? Yeah. He just makes this dive, goes all the way behind him. And so now I've got Rosario, who hit the ball, and he's running all the way, and he's caught. He's caught Matz. I mean, the ball has just been picked up, and he's beyond second base. So really, he should be on third. So, but what happened? At this point, I see, like, well, you know, Rosario needs to take third now. I'm committed. And I just need to try and get Matz to score. So I selected home for Matz, but I accidentally retreated Rosario at the same time. Look at this. He never even got the third. Stupid. And the ball's waiting for him at home. Ah, base running, I tell you.
Standing in now, Jake Marisnick, as he will take a fastball in there at the knees for strike one. Check swing, but he held up in time. Ball one.
Name of the game out on the mound is to disrupt timing of the hitters in the box. He's certainly got this guy on the defensive.
The 1-1 is looked at for ball number two. There's a swing and a missile sent out to center field. A ball that's carrying. On the warning track, he makes the catch.
Man, did I hit that one well.
Mets played a run on a couple of hits. On now to the bottom of the second. It's the Mets 2 and the Phillies nothing.
Hit it to the deepest part of the park, I think.
So next to the plate for the Phils, JT Realmuto, and he's got that batting lineup near the 300 mark entering play.
Hey, we're still in the early stages in this one. They're only down by a couple of runs, but it's really key for this leadoff guy to try to get on and get a big inning started.
Realmuto behind with an 0-2 count now.
Two well-executed pitches at the knees right there, but I know this hitter's looking for something up.
Okay, let's see. He wants a change up, low and outside.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch.
That's a ball.
And that's his strikeout pitch right there. You know, you'll see a lot of guys swing right over the top of that one. But in this situation, he was able to hold back. That's a nice take.
Here's the 1-2 delivery.
Well, so much
Don't
for
be
that one.
surprised if he gets another back foot slider right here. Don't think for a second, just because he took the first one, that this pitcher won't come back exactly the same way.
The 2-2.
Oh, crap.
Minor in there for a base hit.
I totally
So the
missed
leadoff
the
man
location on
reaches
that
base
one.
to start
Once I
out
released
their
the
half of
pitch,
the
I
second
was
inning.
like, oh shit.
Hey, nice leadoff single to start the second right there.
Ah.
They're already down. They got to find a way to stay on the attack and get back in this game. We'll see how they play it here.
I hate that. I had 2 strikes on him.
Here's Didi Gregorius, and he's a guy looking to break out in a big way. Hasn't been getting the results.
Oh no, it's the fanatic.
First pitch coming. Here it is. A ground ball to third, and they could
Double
get
play
two.
that.
The second
Yeah.
Cano.
All right.
On to first, and they get the double play.
It's
Keep
hard
that
to
pitch
do
count
anything
down.
with a pitch like that that's below the zone. And if you do anything with it, most of the time, this will be the result, a double play on a good pitch down in the zone.
All right.
So base is empty now after the double play, and set to go is the veteran first baseman, Neil Walker.
Neil
Now here it
Walker.
comes. And the 34-year-old veteran looks at a called strike. It's 0-1.
Let's try a curveball.
Counts even at 1-1 to Walker.
Nope.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out.
Let's try and jam him up and in. Ah.
There's a pitch swung on and missed. 1-2 now.
When I broke into the league, not many guys were throwing that elevated fastball with that much velocity on it. The game has changed.
Change up.
This should end the inning as it's sent out to second. Throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is retired. Phillies go down quietly there. They trail things here 2-0. New inning set to get underway, and up next, the big RBI-minded bat of Yoenis Cespedes.
One of the keys to securing a win, they want to keep the pressure on and try to build that lead as much as they can moving into the later innings.
No balls and 1 strike. And he can't get out of the way there, so the leadoff man will be aboard to open up the inning.
Yeah, I can hear the crowd murmuring now, wondering if he hit him on purpose. But hey, us pitchers need to be able to throw
next,
inside,
Romero.
especially when facing hitters as dangerous as he is. Pretty sure this one just got
That's
away
why,
from him. And
this is
hey,
why
that's part of the game.
I don't like the DH.
So here's Pete
Pitchers
Alonso.
need to be held accountable. Not that I think that was intentional. I mean, most likely not, but just the principle of it. All right.
From the stretch.
Alonso.
Love the fact that he's not scared to go right back inside with another fastball. I know he hit the last guy, but if he's going to have success, he's got to establish that pitch in.
Nobody out, runner on first.
That's
and
low.
He won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0.
Well, both of those balls have been inside, so if I'm hitting, I'm looking for something I can get my arms extended on. Probably won't come back inside for a third time.
Line down the left field line.
Hanging curveball.
This will be foul. And it misses. 3-1 now.
He drilled the previous batter, and now he falls behind 3-1 to this guy. The last thing you can do, though, is throw a fastball middle of the plate right here.
Come on, fastball middle of the plate.
That one bends into the zone. A strike on the breaking ball. And now in advance of a big 3-2 pitch, time is called at the plate as he'll press the reset button.
Big pitch here.
He's set. Here's the 3-2.
Oh!
Struck him out.
Flat out locked him up with the changeup right there.
Yeah,
usually you're trying for
that
a
was
swing and miss when you throw that pitch in
shit.
a 2-strike count, but clearly he wasn't looking for it. So
I just wasn't. That's true. I just
him.
wasn't looking for it. I just wasn't looking for it. I mean, a changeup, up and in, to Alonso. I just. I mean, it's a really hittable pitch. I just wasn't expecting it.
J.D. Davis, the next to bat. As the first pitch to him is a changeup that can't find the zone. It's ball 1. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. The 1-0. Out of play off to the right. It's 1-1. Runners on first with 1 down. Think he held up in time, but that becomes moot as it's a called strike 2.
Fastball, changeup, slider, curveball. We got 5 pitches. I held up.
Tried to hold up there. Appeal down to first and no swing. It's ball 2. He's ready with the 2-2 pitch. A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. A leap, but he can't rein it in. It's off the wall. The relay throw, and he is in there.
Well, this guy
Double.
has proven he can make some athletic plays in the field, and he takes a decent
I thought I
route
was
to the
going to get
baseball
thrown
here,
out at
but I'm
third
not
base.
sure
First of all, I thought he was
going
going
to
to catch
this
it.
one in. Ends up out of his reach and bangs up off the wall.
Man. Okay. All right, so now it's Conforto.
At the plate, Michael Conforto, as he'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. He's got a chance to add to this early lead as he'll bat with a couple of guys in scoring position. Oh, 1, here's the pitch. In the dirt and blocked behind the plate. Good job to get to that quickly, though, and the count will even at 1. Hit the target, but this is low, 2-1.
Come on, throw it over the plate.
Good breaking ball there, laid off for the second strike.
Okay, now make it a fastball.
3-2 now.
Over the plate again.
Working for the punch out and the off.
Oh!
It goes right by him.
That's going to
The
score
relay home.
both runners.
They're not going to get him. He's in there at the plate.
The catcher, number 40, Wilson.
That's an error, right? They give him a hit? Hold on a second here. Oh. Box score. It has a hit. A hit. Give me a break. That should have been an error. Let's take a closer look. Let's look at the replay. I mean, how is that a hit? It's right at him. He doesn't even have to move. Oh, this is that guy. This is his major league debut. I don't think you're ready. He's like, where'd it go? I mean, that's a bad hop, I guess, but come on. Oh, they are booing him in Philly. Boo, get this kid out of here.
And that'll bring up Wilson Ramos as he'll look at a fastball in there on the outer half. It's 0-1. Hit it hard but lined out in his first at bat. Here's the 0-1. Now a swing and a miss at a slider for a strike.
That front door slider is a devastating pitch. By the time you realize it's in the zone, it's too late. You can't even put a good swing on it.
Settle down. A couple
Still
of bad
only one
swings
out in
here.
the inning. Changes up on him there, but it's 1-2.
Great arm action on that two-strike changeup right there, but even better job at the plate to take that one.
The 1-2.
He went with the off speed there once
Gonna
he
hit
got
me
him to
again?
0-2, but now that they both missed, I think we'll see more of a challenge pitch here. You don't have to give in, but you can't be too cute either.
Don't think Romero's gonna last too long in this game.
The 2-2. Doesn't get the zone. Count full now.
For the guy on the mound, this is one of those innings where nothing comes easy. He's thrown a bunch of pitches, and this AB hasn't been any different. Definitely laboring at the moment.
Hit the other way out toward
Nah,
right
that's right
field.
at him.
Harper is there. 2 down.
Now back, second baseman, Robinson Cano.
Here's Robbie Cano now.
2 outs
First
now.
delivery to
Cano
him on the way.
at the plate.
Cano
He's
is
probably
unlike many of today's
he's
hitters
probably
in
just
the
gonna
sense
pitch
that he
around
doesn't
me
have a
so he
lot
can
of
face
swing
the
and miss
pitcher.
in his approach at the plate. More often than not, he gets contact, and I'm sure that makes him a frustrating hitter to face from a pitcher's standpoint.
You know, he takes his chances when he has count leverage. Without question, 1-0, 2-0, you'll see this guy try and get nasty a little bit, but he stays within himself. He knows what his strengths are, and he tries to drive the ball right back where it came from.
Outside, 3-0 now. And Cano's able to lay off
There you
that
have it.
time. He'll reach on the base on balls.
Yeah, and when a pitching coach goes to the mound this early, he's probably just looking to reset the pitcher's mindset, get him to forget about the negative, and give him something positive to focus on. We'll see if he responds.
All right. He's giving him a pep talk before he faces Matz with a
2 men on,
0.62
2 out,
average.
And the pitcher steps in next. It'll be Steven Matz. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch.
You know,
We're
one of
only
the
in
things,
third
and
inning,
obviously
and his pitch
I'm
counter
biased
is
in
above
this,
60.
but
That's not being too efficient with your pitches.
one of the arguments that people who do not like the idea of the pitcher hitting, so they're supportive of the
2 men
DH.
on with 2 men out.
One of the things that they say is, I don't want to see the pitcher hit.
Ball 2
Pitchers,
now.
by and large, can't hit.
Bet is he's
Okay, well
getting the
that's
take
true,
sign
but
now on 2-0. If
it's
he's
not
having
about
a hard
that.
time
It's
throwing
about
strikes to the
how
pitcher, you
it
might as well
affects
let him work
the
himself
play of
into
the
trouble.
game that I think makes for a more interesting game.
From the stretch. 2 balls and a strike.
Gutsy pitch right there. 2-0 changeup for a strike. Good call by the catcher. Great execution by the pitcher.
2 down, runners at first and second. And he misses again. Ball 3.
You look in the dugout, you can tell that manager's getting ready to come out on that top step. If he doesn't get out of this situation right here, and it's a tough one, I think the bullpen comes in.
Oh yeah, if they walk this guy, you better believe it. Even if he gets out of the
And
inning,
the 3-1.
I think he might be done.
And before the big 3-2 pitch, time.
Jeez,
is
this is going to
called
be
at
his
home plate.
74th pitch of the game. And he's not out of the third.
Decent lead at second. Here's the pitch.
Oh,
And he lays
boy.
off here. It's ball 4. And that is really cause for concern as he's just walked the opposing pitcher.
What's the saying? When you find yourself in a hole, the first thing you should do is stop digging. Well, the guy on the bump obviously hasn't heard that one.
Back to the top
boy,
of the
they're
order
gonna keep
now.
him in.
And up next will be the shortstop, Ahmed
Let's
Rosario.
capitalize on this.
First pitch on its way.
Oh,
And the air now
crap.
carrying a bit out toward right center.
Damn it.
Wins there, and he puts it away.
Any
as
ball
they're
like
able
that
to
by
escape with
Rosario.
only limited damage on the
Fly
scoreboard.
ball,
So
opposite
they do
field.
strike for 2, but it
Forget
could have been much worse as they strand the bases loaded.
Damn it.
We'll move on to the bottom of inning number 3. The Mets are out on top, 4-0.
Got under it.
Into the box, Ryan Burke, and he'll make his major league debut here. Always fun to watch a guy get his career started.
Oh,
Well,
there's
the last
definitely
time
some
I faced
diamonds
a
that
guy who
fall
was
through the
making his
cracks,
major league
and this
debut.
is obviously one of them. You root for guys like this.
He
late
got
round
a
draft
key
picks that have had to work so hard to get here.
game-tying hit off of my closer
Well thrown sinker
in St.
that time
Louis.
down, but in
Ended
the
up being a
strike
blown
zone.
save.
Well, making it to the bigs was far from guaranteed for him. It's got to be a great feeling to finally have that major league jersey on his back, huh?
And he's done exactly that. And I'm sure he's had to prove himself to himself at moments, had to look in the mirror and decide, is this what I want to do with the rest of my life, grinding it out on the buses in the minor leagues. But it all comes to fruition now, stepping into the batter's box in the big leagues for the first time.
Yanked the slider across that time, laid off for a ball. High
Oh,
fly
shit.
ball out to straightaway center. Conforto has to roam straight back, but he has it for the first out.
Batting eighth, the center fielder, Romero. Win.
Guess I
Stepping
mistakenly
into the
put
box,
Conforto in
Roman
center
Quinn.
field.
He'll get to take his first cuts here.
Yeah, swap positions. There you go. There we go. So now Conforto's in right field. Marisnik moves over to center field.
And now pitch on the way. He'll try to bunt his way on as he gets this one down. And he won't take any chances on that one as this is scooped away in foul territory for the first strike. The windup and the 0-1.
Bunt this. Oh well. No, I don't have 500 people on air. I have 3. I have 3 people watching. The 510 thing, that's a glitch, and it started happening last night. That's supposed to show up whenever someone types out a chat message.
Turned on, but that's ripped foul.
It's kind of distracting. Because normally it'll only. I mean, it's not constant like this, so I don't know what's going on. Wants a change up. Come on now. Let's get this guy out. Got the pitcher spot up next. Well, that's probably going to be a pinch hitter. Oh, staying alive here.
Bases are empty, 1 man out.
All right, let's come up and in.
And he misses this one inside, and that'll run
inside.
things full 3-2.
These are the kind of ABs, regardless of the outcome. You go back to the dugout as the offensive player, and your teammates are loving on you for making that pitcher work and battling it out.
That's right down the middle, man.
Only battle for so long as he's finally set down here after an 8-pitch
I even messed up there. I wanted it to be low and outside.
Will be the pitcher, Romero.
Ended up throwing the fattest pitch of the night, and he just looked at it. All right, so now it's the pitcher, which honestly I'm surprised they left him in the game.
Here comes the first pitch. The windup and the 0-1. And he lays off for ball 1. 2 out, nobody on. One and 2 now as that one's fouled off.
All right. Let's try and come upstairs to this guy. Oh.
Popped up. Alonso is there. No
I wanted
trouble
the
with
strikeout.
this one, and the inning is over. Phillies down in order. They trail here 4-0.
Marisnik, Cespedes, and Alonso due up.
And we're back from Citizens Bank Park in Philadelphia. Let's check in with Heidi Watney.
Matt, during the break, I caught up with the Mets manager to discuss his thoughts on his club's offense so far. And flat out, he was very pleased with the quality of their at-bats. He cited the 4 walks they've earned already as evidence that his guys are waiting for the right pitch and that they're willing to let the opposition work themselves into trouble. So far, that's paying off.
Good stuff, Heidi. Thanks. Nick Pivetta answers the call from the pen here in the 4th as they didn't get the outing they were hoping for from their starter.
Oh, there's the hook. 12.66 ERA.
All set for the start of the 4th. And next will be a speed threat
So
in the
why
form
did
of
they
outfielder.
Why did they let him hit? Why did they let him hit if they're just going to relieve him to start the 4th? Something to think about.
Jake Marisnik.
Some peculiar decision making.
Delivery to him on the way. Marisnick, a California-born ball player. This is the final year of his current deal, so he'll be a free agent at season's end.
You know, Matty, I know he's in the final year of his contract, but he's playing to expectations, to be honest with you. I know he wants to turn it up a little bit, though, as he approaches the end of the season and make that salary push as he heads towards free agency again.
Jeez.
And that's taken up and in for ball 2. Counts even at 2-2 to Marisnick.
Hey, I'd like to see a little bit more discipline in that. You get a count in your favor. He's swinging a pitch that bad? Not good.
And a slider.
Oh,
got a favorable call on that one,
outside.
as that's the first out of the inning. So his day fully over now as you get a look at the pitching line for the Phillies starter. Not the night he or his club were hoping for.
Hey, in this day and age where runs are at a premium, you certainly can't give any free passes. Had a rough go commanding the strike zone, gave up 4 walks, and that really hurt him in this one.
First pitch on its way. Off the plate and away there. 1 ball, no strikes.
Hey, that's a nice take by the batter right there, but that's a non-competitive off-speed pitch. Got to do better to at least entice a swing.
He sends it out to left field. Well hit. And he will run this one down. A good
Damn.
lead off the bat.
I hit that one
second out.
hard,
Well,
too.
he hit that ball pretty well, but the only problem was that he pulled off it just a bit. The location was a little on the outer half, so he would have hit it even better if he would have stayed through the middle of the field with it.
Ready for another shot now. Pete Alonso 0 for 2 for him to this point. Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. Sliced hard on the ground. And that is through into right field for a
with
single.
that shift,
Some
forget it.
success with 2 away, and the top of the 4th is still alive. And they're going to hold him to a single here as they do a nice job of getting it back in quickly.
Boy, Dero, the game of baseball has changed. There's so much velocity in the game. That was a 96-mile-an-hour fastball that he smoked the other way.
Yeah, you have to keep your front shoulder tucked right there. You have to honor. When a guy's throwing that hard, 96 miles an hour, you have to honor that fastball and try and work it the other way to keep you on the off speed.
J.D. Davis is in for the 3rd time now as he takes a called strike. It's 0-1. From the belt. Kicks and deals. Now the line
Hey.
fair. That's a hit. And this will kick off the base of the wall. So
What
now they'll have
happened?
runners on the corners with 2 away.
I wanted to advance the second.
Well, D-Roll, that looked like a pretty easy inning to start. All of a sudden,
he
2
stopped.
outs and back-to-back singles, runners at 1st and 3rd.
Yeah, they put traffic on him. I guess I would throw it back at you, Dan. You get 2 quick outs right there, and then you get 2 base hit knocks. Are you even concerning yourself with the traffic on the bases, or are you just trying to execute that next pitch?
Oh,
You know what happens
jeez,
a
man,
lot
I'm
of times,
crushing this
D-Roy,
guy.
you lose confidence. And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that ends the inning. Left for the Mets, but they're in front 4-0.
So I think I'll be able to get to this guy, though. We'll see.
And that'll bring up Gene Segura. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. He's ready. Here's the first offering.
No, that's down.
Here it comes, 1-0. Hit out towards second.
I'm not going to get it.
And that's just past the grasp of Cano into center, a base hit.
Nice execution right there, Dan. Kept his front shoulder in, kept his hands inside the baseball, and ripped the base hit up the middle.
And if you're a pitcher right there, you can't get discouraged. Sometimes even when you make a good pitch, the ball's going to find a hole somewhere. That one right up the middle.
So the next hitter to dig in will be Andrew McCutchen.
Oh, tailor made.
Grounds it to short. The second for 1. On to first, and it's a double play. The second they've hit into in these first 4 innings. And there are 2 away now.
That's a great example there of
Needed
why
that.
the sinker is such an effective pitch. the hitter's eyes see it higher in the zone than it ends up, and that makes it real tough to square up.
Rosario picks it up. Barehand grab by Cano. Wow. Out at first. So
Ready
here's
to
Harper.
deliver. Here's the first pitch.
With 2 out, nobody on. The way you want to face him.
Hits and 1 error in the ballgame for the Phillies so far.
Line drive to left. Cespedes is there, and he'll put it away to retire the side. Down quickly go the Phillies. They're on the short end of a 4-0 score. Here's the catcher, Wilson Ramos. Third trip to the plate for him here tonight. 0 for 2 at this point.
Wilson Romero.
First pitch coming. Here it is. Weak grounder down the line at third. This is foul for the first strike. The windup and the 0-1.
1 ball, 1 strike.
To first. Walker's got it. And an offline throw, but he just does get back to the bag for the putout.
The batter, number 24, second baseman, Robinson Cano.
So the base is empty here with 1 away, and that'll bring up Robinson Cano. Cano waits on the first pitch.
No, inside.
4 runs, 7 hits, and no errors on the Mets line score so far.
Oh.
And this one's over for a high strike, 1-1. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike.
2-1.
And he turns on this one and yanks it foul and back out of play. Into center field, line drive, base hit.
He's 2 for 2.
Dan, this guy's on fire. I used to say all the time it's about 150 ABs to 200 ABs where you start figuring out what type of season you're going to have. He's obviously in May and he's on fire.
D-Row, he's been locked in from day 1 of this season. It's continuing right now. Anything that is around the strike zone, he feels he can get the barrel to it, and he continues to hit line drives.
And the runner back safely. At the plate now, Steven Matz, wanting to avoid the double play here as he gets this one down. Only play to the pitcher covering, and the runner moves into second on the play.
Finally got it down.
The bat, number 1, shortstop Ahmed Rosario.
Standing in, Ahmed Rosario. He's working on a 1 for 2 game so far. Getting a few steps off a second there. Now the pitch. Hit hard towards center. That's in
He's
there.
going to test him.
Long throw to the plate.
And he got me by the
plate. And with that, the inning is over.
He got me with the tag.
They lead it 4-0.
Oh, the throw is way up the line. And not even that strong. But Cano is pretty slow.
Welcome back for the bottom of the 5th. Here's Heidi Wackney.
Matt, I talked with Philadelphia's manager during the break about the Phillies' offensive production to this point. And one thing he mentioned to me was the lack of discipline he's seeing out of their at-bats right now. He said they've been chasing it.
Clean hit. And look at this. I mean, I think just rolls up there. One bounce. I think 1.5 bounces. And oh, what do you know? He's right there. You're out. Damn it. All right, let's get back to it here.
First offering on its way. Swing and a miss here, and he's behind in the count now, 0-2.
Really deceptive changeup right there. It died right before the plate, and he was left reaching for air.
Okay. See
Into
if
the
he
windup.
goes
Here comes the 0-2
chasing.
pitch.
Nah, it's too far.
As a hitter, you got to be staunch in your game plan. You know he has a nasty changeup, and you got to fight to make sure it's in the zone. That's a great take right there.
Low curveball. Let's see. Oh no.
And he's caught looking at
I hung it.
Beautiful curveball.
I hung it,
that
but
buckled him for the first out of the inning.
This guy is really locked in on the bump right now.
That's a
He's just playing
mistake.
good old-fashioned hardball right now, just rearing back and letting it go. And it seems like this lineup, they don't have an answer for anything he's bringing so far.
I feel like an 80-something mile-an-hour curveball on the outside corner. Just nibble the corner and get him out accidentally. And the announcer's like, he's playing country hardball.
So now to the plate, Didi Gregorius. As he'll take a look at a strike right down the middle. It's 0-1. He's 0 for 1 thus far.
You know, Matt's looking pudgy. He looks very I don't know, like his shoulders look overly broad. I don't think they're like that in real life. He kind of looks like an upside down triangle. One moment here. Here's the National League East standings. There we
One
go.
out, nobody on.
So I got 2 strikes on him. Let's see if he goes chasing here.
Swing
Yes!
and a miss got him reaching. And the throw is made to record the second out of the inning.
Well, you know you made a real nice pitch when you bounce it in the dirt and you still get the hitter to swing at it. That tells me that there's a lot of deception in that pitch right now.
How many strikeouts do I have? I don't think it's that many, but I'm just curious. 4 in 4.2 innings. That's not
So
bad.
bases are empty here with 2 gone. And that'll bring in the Pittsburgh area native, the left-handed bat of Neil Walker.
The Pittsburgh area native, you say? I didn't know that. And he did come up with the Pirates.
Here's the first pitch to him. Now a pitch runs in on him here, and all he can do is flare one foul off to the right side.
Hey, this guy's got to be pretty proud of what he's done so far. It's never easy to pitch on the road, but to have this kind of outing in a ballpark that is notoriously known as being hitter-friendly, it's been a treat to watch.
Let's try up and in.
Walker lays
I
off
keep
there. It's 2
keep
balls
missing
and a
up
strike.
there.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Took a good cut that time, but comes up empty. 2-2.
Man, he's in control of all his weapons right here. 1 strike away from 5 shutout innings.
All right. Well, he's been swinging and missing at the changeup. Let's give him
Looking
another.
to set down the side on strikes. Here it comes.
Oh.
Sent out to straightaway center field.
All right.
Marisnik is under it.
It'll stay in.
No trouble with this one, and the inning is over. 3 up, 3 down for Philadelphia. They're down 4-0. Striding in once again, Jake Marisnik. He got called out on strikes his last time through.
Yeah, in today's game, certainly don't get completely reprimanded for too many strikeouts, but no one likes to go down looking. Expect him to be a little bit more aggressive at the dish this AB.
Sun's
I'm
going
seeing
down
all
in
the
Philly.
signs of fatigue right now. This is when you really have to bear down mentally as a pitcher.
Now a swing.
Whoa,
Deep
4,
drive
get
to
it.
left.
Deep left field.
And it's gone as they add
Marisnik,
still another.
3rd home run of the season.
A solo shot here by Jake Marisnik. 3rd home run for him on the year, and the Mets have got it up to a 5-0 game now.
Hey, this guy is great at getting his arms extended, and that's exactly what he did on that pitch. Getting
He
out
admired
and
that one
around
a little
and
bit.
driving it out pull side. Used to watch Mark Teixeira do this on a regular basis down in Arlington.
It's a no-doubter right there.
So here's Yoenis Cespedes. As the first pitch to him is swung on and missed for strike 1. A hit in 2 at-bats for him at this point in the ballgame. Pitch on the way. Grounder down the line at 3rd, but that'll get foul. It's 0-2 now. Bases are empty here, nobody out. Cespedes behind, a ball and 2 strikes. The 1-2 misses for the 2nd ball. Never tempted to swing at that ball down low. It's ball 3.
Not what you want to do on the mound. Go from 0-2 to 3-2, but credit the man. The box for being patient.
Sorry about that.
Even with 2
right.
strikes.
So full count here.
No outs, nobody on.
Huh? Walk.
Now here's a check swing,
Nice.
and they appeal down to first. No swing, so that's ball 4.
Now batting, the first baseman.
He almost got him to commit there. As we take another look at it in slow motion, he comes awfully close to breaking that plane, but he was able to hold back. Strong wrist, and he gets a trip to first because of it.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Pete Alonso. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point.
I want to crush one here.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Tried to
Damn
check it, and it's 0-1.
Oh, that's so stupid. I had the power swing, but you can't check up on the power swing. Bad approach. All right, let's go back to my normal approach.
0-1 count and the pitch. Here's one that misses high. It's 1-1.
That's a good take on a fastball out of the zone. Hey, I get it. He's looking for a ball to drive, but that ball was a little bit too far up in the zone. That's one you normally pop right up.
And now before the 1-2, time is called at home plate. From the belt, the pitch.
Oh, God.
Looks
He could
like
have called
this
me
guy's
out on
afraid
that.
to throw the ball in the strike zone. Gave up that home run earlier in the inning.
I
Needs
need
to
a
get
moment
back
to think
being
about that.
aggressive.
A
Okay.
runner at first with no outs here. Neither guy willing to give in, and the at-bat will continue.
Is that a strike? Yeah, it's iffy. All right, 2 balls, 2 strikes on him.
2-2 one more time. And
Oh,
it's
God.
strike 3
What are you
called
looking
on the
for?
Fastball, 1 gone.
That's the second time he struck out today. Looking.
Digging in now, J.D. Davis. Well, the
I know it's
reliever
my
remains
fault,
in
but
the game
damn
here,
it.
having pitched very well, but this is a longer outing than what he's used to.
It is, Matt, and I really tip my cap to him for gutting this thing out right now. On the other side, I worry they're being a little bit too greedy by leaving him out there. There are options left in the pen, and it would be a shame if all his hard work got undone because he started making some mistakes in location due to fatigue.
What are you talking about? He's losing, and he wasn't even the starter.
From the stretch. Swing.
Oh, forget it!
There it
Here's
goes.
another deep
to
left.
No chance at bringing this one back.
7-0.
And out of here. And I mean by plenty. That ball was crushed. It's a 2-run shot to straightaway left. 6th home run on the season for him as this lead swells to 7-0.
His second home run in as many games. 6th
Really
of the
made
season.
him pay for that
I know.
mistake in location. And I got
He
say,
knew
this
it.
reliever has given them a great effort out there, but I think they've asked too much of him here. And unfortunately for him, I think that's pretty clear now.
It's just about where Marisnick
Robert
went.
Stock gets the call to pitch here, and he'll try to sort this mess out. He's going to try to at least eat a couple of innings for his guys.
The right fielder, number 30, Michael.
To the plate now, Michael Conforto. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. He's working on a 1-for-3 thus far. The 1-0 finds the zone, strike 1.
Well, he's following the code not to miss down and into a lefty. Everything on the outer half of the plate.
The 1-1 misses, ball 2.
This has been going into this. This has been a Phillies team that's been struggling, losing 6 out of their last 8, and a Mets team that's been hot, who've won
Just off the outside that time, laid off for a ball.
7 out of the last 9. I don't know.
3 runs already home here.
I forgot the stat. He mentioned it earlier, and so far been able to pour it on.
And he misses
It's a
ball
walk to
4.
Conforto.
So he comes out of the bullpen and immediately walks the first man he faces.
I'll take all those walks I'll get with Conforto. His on-base percentage is kind of messed up.
Stepping
So
in, Wilson
he needs to
Ramos.
walk
No
more.
hits for him yet in the game despite his team's offensive onslaught.
All right, Ramos hasn't done anything
He's
yet
ready.
today.
Here's the first offering.
Ooh.
0-1's the count.
Hey, Flobo, thanks for the Twitter shout out. I just got a notification. Appreciate it.
Ball one.
It's
Now
down
some
low.
action in the Phillies bullpen as a right-hander begins to crank it up out there. And here's a ball hit in the air.
Yeah.
But no chance to
Just
run it
lean on
down.
that.
It's a foul ball. The 1-2 is a breaking ball that's taken for a ball.
He might have to look for a different way to put this guy away on 2-2. He's already seen the curveball a couple of times, so he might be looking for it.
From the belt, kicks and deals.
Oh,
back up
that's
the middle.
a double play.
Segura
Forget
to his
it.
Left. He's there.
Ramos.
On to first,
Ramos
and
never
they
got
get
out of the batter's
double play
box.
to get
He
him
never
out of
does.
the inning. So 2 home runs in the inning lead to 3 runs on the scoreboard. Bottom part of the order, 7, 8, and 9 due up in the home half. The Mets lead it 7-0. Bottom of the inning now, and that'll give way to the rookie second baseman, Ryan Burke.
This one doesn't look good so far. Down by a boatload as we enter the middle innings. It's about time they get something going, and the last thing you want to do is fall behind where you have to score a bunch in the 8th and 9th inning. Hey, struggling to find the release point of that curveball. That wasn't a very good one. Somehow he's just got to find that feel because that's a pitch he's going to need going
Let me make
forward.
sure. I'm just curious if this is a real player. Yeah, it is. But you see, looks like he's actually with the Angels. So I don't know if the Phillies made a trade or what. In the beginning of this season,
Just a tick behind for a
I had
strike.
it set so that the
In my
computer
opinion,
could just
one of the toughest pitches in the
make
game
whatever
to square up.
trades
Just a heavy sinker
they
with
wanted.
good downward action.
And I saw some trades that took place that looked kind of
1-1.
silly and unrealistic. A couple of them. I don't know. I just didn't. I
Swung
realized
on
I didn't
and
like
missed,
it,
and
but you
that's strike
couldn't.
2.
You're not able to
I don't know
change
what
the
it
setting
is. I
back
don't know if
once
it's
the
his
season
windup.
started.
I don't know if it's just
So
flat
you-
stuff. but
What
he's
I
getting a lot
could
of
do
swings
is just
outside
turn
the
the
zone, and
trade
he's having a big
frequency
game.
way down, and I did do that. So now it's very rare that the computer ever
Here he
makes any
comes
trades.
on a ball and 2 strikes.
See if he goes chasing on a slider. Oh,
Lifted in the air out towards left center.
I don't want to give him his first
Cespedes
major league
is
hit.
there, and that's the first out of the
All right.
inning.
Tried to get him to swing and a miss on
Number 24, Romero.
a junk slider going outside, but it was too much of the plate.
Standing in, Roman Quinn. First time up, he went down looking.
You know,
This guy
Matty,
tried
tough
to-
to go down looking right
tried to
there,
bunt for a
especially
base
in
hit.
a long at bat. I
One of
kind of
those
tip my
times.
hat to the fact
Oh,
that
I
he
keep
didn't go
missing
into
with that
uber
pitch.
swing mode. He battled. He just got locked up. Look for him to have another quality AB. I think he's seeing the
My
ball
pitch
pretty
count
darn
is low.
big right now.
I like
and
that.
he looks at a changeup in there, 1-1.
It's been a really good start so far for Matz. He's been kind of inconsistent this season. He'll have a good
Swing
start
and a
like
miss on the
this, and
sinker,
then
and it's 1-2.
and then he'll have one where he gets
Bases
knocked
are
around
empty,
like
1
crazy. This has been one of his better ones.
Inside and a hair low. It's 2 balls and 2 strikes.
But normally, you know, it's not a guy that
Just hung
he's
in
not
there
a
on that
soft
one.
tosser. I mean, you can see he reaches 93, 95 miles an hour. But he's not. So he's not a guy that's going to necessarily blow you away, though. But
Another try at 2-2.
I've been
Swing
Yes!
and a miss on the changeup, and there are 2 gone.
successful
It's
in
always nice to keep a guy
going
that has
deep into
good
a few
wheels
games with
off
him,
base,
as long as I
and that's
keep
just what they
the
did
pitch
right
count
there.
low.
Big strikeout, keep that guy off the base path.
Players have a tendency to make contact and make weak contact.
Ronald Torreyes will get the call here as he'll hit for the pitcher.
Pinch hitter.
74. Ronald Torreyes.
And he takes ball one.
Counts 1-0.
Missed.
And here's a pitch
right
swung
at him.
on and grounded toward Rosario at short. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. Phillies down in order. They're down by a touchdown, 7-0.
Kind of a lopsided game so far.
Victor Arano enters now in a mop-up role as he'll try to keep the deficit right where it is.
Number 64. Victor Arano.
And I know this Phillies team has been struggling.
Seventh inning ready to roll and set to stand in the fine second baseman Robinson Cano.
It's kind of weird in that it's like I can almost sense it. This has been, I mean, so far, watch me lose 10-7 or something.
The stretch, here's the pitch.
So far,
Fouled
this
off.
has been like one of the most lifeless opponents that I've faced so far. It seems like they're playing like they're slumping. It's not very
comes the
patient at the
0-1.
plate.
Hit out towards second.
Oh, okay, he's got it.
And the throw to first is in time, so the leadoff man is gone here to start inning number 7.
Good range shown off into the hole right there. That's not an easy play, but these guys make it look that way sometimes.
He made that mistake earlier in the game. I thought he was gonna, because he had to slow down his momentum and then turn all the way around. And I thought, oh, maybe he'll beat it out. It was kind of close. I feel
Riding
like, if it was anybody just a little faster than Cano, they would have beaten it.
Matz.
But Cano's one of my slower runners on the team. I think
He laid down
the only position player that I have on the Mets that's a slower runner than Cano is Ramos.
sacrifice bunt in his last trip.
And not easy to do in today's game. High velocity, exploding breaking stuff. He executed that sac bunt perfectly.
Right-hander against right-hander as this is a ball 1-0.
Honestly, I think most of my pitchers are faster than Cano also.
And did he go around? No, he did not. Ball 2.
Can't fall behind against the pitcher. Need to minimize pitch count against the easy outs, and this is certainly one of them.
1 out, nobody on.
I'll take a walk again for sure. If you would be so generous.
2 balls and a strike. The 2-1 home. Started to go. Did he hold up in time? Yes, says the first base umpire. It's ball 3 now. Towards second.
Oh, right at him.
This will be put away easily for the out.
Now batting, the shortstop, Ahmed Rosario.
Now at the plate, Ahmed Rosario. So far, 2 for 3 in this one. First pitch coming. Here it is. And here's a fastball called for strike 1.
I like how you can see the empty seats. You know, the Phillies
1-1 to the Mets.
not a very
leadoff
good team
hitter.
right now, and also this is a game in late May.
And he popped
So,
him up.
That's
Back
pretty
into
realistic.
foul
I remember
territory behind first.
the first
And
ever
that's gonna land
baseball
foul.
video game that I ever played was Triple Play '98, and that's going way back. And
Drilled right
oh
back
man,
up the
nice.
middle. And gets
Went with
through
it.
for a base hit. He's now 3 for 4 in this one.
Yeah, that hard hit single right there. That's clean. 3 for 4. He's looking locked in.
And that one, I think every game was like full stands. So
In now, Jake Marisnick, as the first pitch to him is taken low and away for ball 1. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point.
oh,
That one's going to
fat
find the
pitch again.
seats. Strike 1. He's set. Here comes the 1-1. Swung on and missed. 1-2 now. A runner on first with 2 away. Now a throw over. Back in standing. The 1-2. Tried to hold up there. Appeal down to first and no swing. It's ball 2.
All right, 2 balls, 2 strikes.
Swing
Oh.
and a miss, and that ends the inning.
Damn. Bad.
Mets strand
bad
1,
swing.
but they're
Bad at
still
bat.
in control, 7-0. Gene Segura standing in. And at this point of the game, I think it's clear that the plan of attack against the top of the order has worked.
Well, when you've only surrendered 1 hit to the top 3 guys in the order up to this point in the game, you know you're doing something right, Matt. You're spot on. Whatever they discussed coming into this game has worked out beautifully. Boy, they've been just getting shut down right here. Been a while since they've even had a runner on. So I think it's time to start looking for ways to make some things happen. Drop a bunt, get up on the plate, something.
From the windup, the 1-1 pitch.
Oh shit.
Line drive, and that's a base hit into center field.
It's a bad
So
pitch.
the Phillies get
It's
a man
change-up.
on
I
to
left it
start
way
out
up
the
in the
inning.
zone.
Hey, they
Stupid
weren't going
pitch.
to keep this guy down for long. That's the ebbs and flows of a baseball season. Bottom line is this guy has bat-to-ball skills. You knew he was going to get hot
All right,
eventually.
let's not make mistakes like that again. That was a dumb pitch.
Here's Andrew McCutchen now, as the sinker to him finds the zone for strike 1. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one.
Let's get a double play.
Hard
Aha,
ground ball to
that's how you,
third.
oh,
and
God.
he can't come up with it.
Damn it. Base hit.
The right fielder, number 3. Right.
Next to dig in will be Bryce Harper, and his
Oh,
guys
boy.
are looking to erase that donut on the scoreboard with a runner in scoring position.
It was hit hard. To the hot corner. It just hit his wrist. And they're going to score it. Base hit. I'll get some action in the bullpen, just in case. Gesellman starts warming up.
First pitch on its way.
Nope.
Here's a sinker to start him out, but he wouldn't bite. It's ball 1.
Well, they've yet to hang a number on the scoreboard, but it looks like they've got a great opportunity from the breakthrough. Going to be pretty demoralizing if they can't.
2-0 now. First and second here with nobody out. back up the
Oh.
middle. And that's through into center field. Base hit. Segura is on his way home. He comes across to score as they inch back here, but there's still a ways to go.
Yeah, and they say better late than never, and that's definitely the case here. They couldn't get anything going through the first 6 frames, but they scratch a run across here in the 7th. We'll see if they can parlay that first run into something more.
Now with the play.
Okay.
JT Realmuto. It was a
going
backwards
on,
K,
buddy?
strikeout looking for him in his last at bat.
Yeah, always frustrating to go down looking. Everybody does it, though. You'll have a few ABs where you get completely fooled. Look for him to be on the attack early.
I can get this guy.
Lays off 1-0.
It's not easy to continue pounding the strike zone when you've given up 3 consecutive hits, but he has to trust that getting the ball down in the zone will get him an out.
Big swing and a miss at the changeup. A ball and a strike. He's set. Here comes the 1-1. Hit on the ground.
Come on!
And that's through into left, a base hit. The throw to the plate. Oh, but it's offline, so the run will score.
Pitcher executed his pitch. Good sinker down and in. Got the hitter to beat it into the ground. Sometimes there's nothing you can do about it as a pitcher.
God damn it. Left-hander.
Stepping in now, Didi Gregorius.
And on the first pitch, he grounds foul.
He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. The 0-1. Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike. None out, runners at first and second. He pulls this one high and deep to right center field. See you later, over the wall, a home run.
Oh my God.
So
Oh
a
my
3-run
God.
shot to right center field. 6th home run on the season for him. And that lead is trimmed to 7-5 here.
Oh my God.
Normally this matchup is the last thing you want to see, left on left, but he kept his front shoulder square, stayed in that at bat, and absolutely demolished that baseball.
Oh my God.
Now batting, the first baseman, Neil Walker.
Now here comes the Mets skipper on his way toward the mound. And a change is forthcoming, as that's going to do it for his starter here this evening.
Wow. I mean, he hit a brick wall.
6 innings here.
I
Not his
cannot believe
greatest
this.
work, but he is in line for the W.
This was a nice, relaxing
Robert
little
Pichelli
blowout.
comes on now.
And now-
He'll take over with nobody out in inning
Oh,
number
shit.
7.
65. Robert Pichelli.
Oh shit. At least now it's interesting. I should have had somebody other than Gesellman warming up. He's a guy I would have brought in if the game was like 7-0, 7-1. But now with a 2-run lead, it's like, oh shit. Well, now I want to go to my, more of my frontline relievers, and he's not one of them. But he's the only one I had warming up. Bad managing. Alright, well, I'm going to warm somebody else up, and I'm going to have Gesellman in here with a short leash. Oh, God. I can't believe this. And you know what bugs me the most? I don't even want to look at it. I'm going to look at it. His ERA, 4.6. I wonder how low I got it before this inning. Oh, God. Alright. Bullpen. Wilson. Lugo.
Here's Neil Walker. As the first pitch sinker misses to him, it's ball one. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. Ball 2. Base is empty here with nobody out. On the ground for Cano at second.
Don't screw it up.
Cleanly. Throw on to first by Cano, and there's the first out of the inning.
Good God, it's only 1 out.
The batter, number 6, second baseman.
Stepping
All
up
right,
now,
let's
Ryan
get
Burke.
this.
He's
Get
still
this
hitless
rookie.
in the majors after 2 at-bats. No doubt he'd like to turn that 0 batting average into a .333 here.
Yeah, I know it's his first game, but after 2 at-bats, he should be able to slow himself down
What?
a little bit. I expect him to have a nice AB right here.
Still only 1 out in the inning. Sinker misses that time, and it's 2-1. Hit out towards second.
Get
Cano
it.
fields it cleanly. Throw on to first, 2 gone.
Okay, 2 out.
The center fielder, number 24, Romero. Win.
Digging in to try it again, Roman Quinn. He was sat down on strikes in his last at-bat.
Yeah, but it was a good changeup, Matty. Good arm action on that pitch. Look for him to try and stay back a little bit more.
Okay.
And the center fielder is under it to make the catch, and the inning is over. But not before 5 crossed the plate, with the big blow being this 3-run home run. We'll march on to the 8th. It's the Mets 7 and the Phillies 5.
Okay, I need insurance runs.
And Joe Girardi's going to get up off the dugout bench and confer at home plate, so we'll likely see a double switch
Can't
here.
say that looks like Joe Girardi.
Sir Anthony Dominguez will come on now, and he'll slide into the 7 spot in the lineup following the double switch. Josh Harrison is into the ball game as well, as he'll slide into the pitcher's spot, hitting 9th now on the double switch.
Batting 9, number 7.
Ready to begin the 8th, and coming forward, the veteran outfielder, Yoenis Cespedes.
You know, Madden, every team has that one guy, and Yoenis Cespedes is that guy for the Mets. Completely changes that complexion of that Mets betting order.
And a check swing. Did he go around? No, says the first base umpire. It's ball 1. Lifted down the line in left. And this will wind up a foul ball.
I'm still kind of in shock that I have let them back into this game. Who's coming up? A bunch of right-hand hitters. So my plan is to give Lugo the
1-1.
8th.
Is a sharp slider taken low for a ball.
If he doesn't shorten his swing up right there, there's no chance he keeps his bat back.
Three and 1 to the Mets left fielder.
And just when you needed a shutdown inning, a leadoff walk was certainly not on the agenda. He needs to bear down right here.
Ready on 3 and 1. Here's the pitch. Swing and a ball lifted in the air toward the line and right.
It would have been ball 4.
Harper is over to his left as he snags this one for the first out of the inning.
Now batting, the first
So
baseman.
striding
All
forward
right.
now, Pete Alonso. He comes into this appearance in the midst of a 1-for-4 day. A fastball off the plate away. It's ball 1.
You know, something to keep in mind, they're really burning through that bullpen, and this is only the first game of the series. Definitely could have an impact on the rest of the series, and maybe even the whole week ahead.
Up top, it's 2-0.
Oh,
Swung on, missed. 2-1.
Woo-wee! That was some smoke right there. High fire right on by.
Pitch on the way.
That's ball 3.
Every base runner in a close
I think my
game
dad
like
just
this
came back.
really
He's
matters.
like,
so
what
you
the
can't afford to be giving out free passes this late.
I take it you missed the past half inning.
High in the air out to center field.
That's going to stay in.
Quinn is back, and he'll get there to make the play for route number 2.
Yeah, it was ugly. You missed it.
J.D. Davis will stand in again as we flash you back to the middle innings here. This was a big blow, a 2-run home run that really got his guys going. First pitch coming. Here it is. Line drive, and that's a base hit into center field. So the 2-out hit keeps the top of the 8th inning extended.
Boy, talk about having a day, Debo. He gets his 4th knock of the game, but mixed in with one of those 4 was a round tripper. Not a bad day.
Yeah, you have 5, maybe a handful of games that you can throw out 4 knocks throughout the course of the year. Add in a tater to go with it. He's smiling. His food's going to taste better tonight.
Into the box now, Michael Conforto, as he swings and misses at a first pitch fastball. 0-1. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far. 0-1. Here's the pitch.
Oh my gosh! Come on!
And now it's 0-2.
It's not even close.
This guy's got an 89-mile-an-hour changeup. There was a time when 89 was a pretty good fastball.
Now I'm in the hole here.
0-2 count. Here's the pitch.
Nope.
Can't get him to chase. It's 1-2.
Well, all of the umpires in the seats thought that was strike 3, and they weren't far off, but I think that was a good call. Looked to be just a bit outside.
Tough pitch to lay off there, but he did, and it's even up at 2-2.
Regardless of the result right here, to be down 0-2 and work it back to an even count, got to feel like it's a win for the offense.
2-2 will not catch the zone. Ball 3.
Well, this has been a good at-bat. He's now worked the count full to 3-2. It allows the runner on first to be on the move with 2 away.
And now in advance of a big 3-2 pitch, time is called at the plate as he'll press the reset button. Crowd gets up for the 3-2. A swing and a shot hit down the corner.
Man,
and
oh man.
Gonna wind up hooking.
He just tried to
a
challenge
bit
me there,
foul,
and I was
so
in front
a missed
of it.
opportunity there. The next 3-2. A swing by Conforto.
Driven deep.
This is driven to deep right. Not quite out of here. It's off the out-of-town scoreboard.
I'm not
So
going to be
now
able to
they'll
score.
have 2 men in scoring position following a 2-out double.
As we take a look at this one, you can see he puts a good swing on it, but I don't think he got under it just enough to put some backspin to get it out of here. But
Almost.
about a well-hit
Almost. So now it's up to Ramos,
Ready once
who's
again,
due.
Wilson Ramos.
Hold on. I'm going to pause it here.
Trying to keep the deficit right where it is, the pitch. And a ball 1-0.
Hey, the bullpen needs to step up in this situation. I got to believe the manager was hoping for way more than this.
Ready with the 1-0.
2-0.
I'd be real surprised if he goes back out away there on the mound. This is a count for a fastball challenge, and we'll see if he's ready for it in the box.
Runners at second and third with 2 gone.
Why'd you retract that message? Oh,
2-1
God.
Hey, you get 2-0, your eyes light up.
99
But you're
miles
sitting
an
in
hour.
one spot, and he obviously didn't get it right there. But he still finds himself in a 2-1 count, ready to do some damage.
The set and the 2-1. Started to go. Did he hold up in time? Yes, says the first base umpire. It's ball 3 now.
3-1.
Take a moment here at home plate as he asks for time. The set and the 3-1 pitch.
Oh, I
Toward
missed
short.
it. I
Segura
missed
fields
it.
cleanly on the first, and the Mets are going to come up empty here as that ends the inning. 2 left for the Mets. They're still up 7-5.
Pirates who?
Leading up for the Phillies.
Even though we're moving into the back end of this game, they're only down by a couple of runs. You know that old slogan, a bloop and a blast? They could certainly use that right now.
Now we're going to have a conference at the home plate area, so it would appear that we'll see a double switch here. Seth Lugo is in out of the bullpen now as he'll be inserted into the number 6 spot following the double switch. Eduardo Nunez will also come on now as he'll move into the pitcher's number 9 hold in the order here on that double switch.
Number 12, Eduardo Nunez.
Yeah, I changed the coaching team and the manager a few games back. I think I told you about it. Because I realized it was going to improve my team's ability. Because the default managers, first of all, the default manager, the default first base coach, and pitching coach, they were fictional for some reason and not very good. So I got rid of them and picked up some other guys that were fictional but better ratings. So I figured it'd be better for my team. Gary DiSarcina, the former major leaguer, he's my third base coach, so he's the one actual real guy. But I don't know why they had him plus a bunch of fake coaches. Alright, gotta focus here. Okay. Let's get these guys.
He's ready. Here's the first offering.
Oops.
The windup and the 0-1.
All right.
Count is 1-2.
Oh, weak contact. wants a fastball just on the outside corner. Oh. Now what? All right, let's try it.
Fouled away.
Nope. I don't want the fastball anymore.
Ready
Let's go
with
for the
another
hook.
2-2. And good
Oh,
patience
man.
to hold back on the
didn't go
curveball in
for
the
it.
dirt. It's full now, 3-2.
And in a two-run game right here, you really don't want to walk the leadoff guy to start an inning. You got to keep that tying run in the on-deck circle as long as you can.
Swung
Oh,
out.
my
Missed. He
God.
didn't
Thank
even
you very
come
much.
Close to contact on a ball way out of the zone. 1 out.
That swing tells me he was
Once
really
I
trying
released
to
it,
get
I
a pitch
thought,
out front
ball
rip it down
4,
the
and then he
line, but
swung at it.
That wasn't a great pitch to do it on.
Oh.
It's really not the best two-strike approach
I needed
either.
that.
At the plate, Gene Segura. As he connects on the first pitch with a fly
damn it.
ball to center. And that's in there. Base hit.
Wow, talk about having a pretty special game. That's his third single of the game, D-Row. 3 for 4. Not a bad game.
Yeah, just not trying to do too much, Dan. Taking what the pitcher's giving him right here. If the fastball's away, shooting it the other way.
So now to the plate, Andrew McCutchen, as he looks at a fastball that misses off the plate for ball 1. That misses 2-0.
Clearly working the bottom of the zone, trying to get a ground ball for a double play.
And a very low strike there. Trying to speed up the game, perhaps. It's 2-1. From the stretch.
Oh, no.
Ground ball sent back up
Oh,
the middle.
shit.
And that finds its way through for a base hit. On to the third baseman, but it's off the mark.
Boy, that's a bullet right there. You're thinking this is extra bases off the bat, but a terrific play by the outfielder.
Yeah, and I thought he was hanging out watching himself and digging what he had just done, but that's not the case. He was busting
Oh,
it out
my
of the
God.
box. Nice play by the defender to get that ball in, hold him to a single.
All right, I'm going to take a quick bathroom break here. I'll be back. Okay. I'm back. And you know, I was thinking, should I be putting a left-hander in to face Harper? Let's take a look at some stats here. So I have Harper, Real Muto, and then Gregorius, who hit a home run earlier, but that was off the left-hander, Matz. So anyway, let's take a look at their splits. I'm going to go... Okay, so that's pretty clear there. So Harper does better against left-handers. Real Muto, who's on deck, does better against right-handers. And then Gregorius does better against left-handers. So of the three, most of them struggle with the right-hander more than left-hander. So I'm going to leave Lugo in here. Let's do a mound visit.
Now time is called, and the reliever is warm out there.
Let's get some confidence back. Okay.
He's set. Here it comes. And that's cut on and missed. 0-1.
Good thing he didn't make contact with that pitch. Only thing he could do is probably hit that on the ground. It could be a double play ball.
Harper behind with an 0-2 count now.
Oh, I love facing pitchers like this. He's leaving nothing to the imagination. Coming to get him some.
Runners are at first and second with one away. In the dirt here. Good job to corral this quickly as the runners hold on. Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. Off-speed pitch in the dirt as he takes it for a ball.
Flip a coin right here with this next pitch. After throwing 2 fastballs to get ahead, he's been able to lay off both those off-speed pitches. Looks like he's seeing it pretty good.
2-2.
Fuck.
Line drive, and that's a base hit into center field. Now a long throw home. But not in time as the run scores and the lead is trimmed to 1.
Hey, Dero, they're making this guy pay. That's 3 straight singles and a run driven in.
Yeah, nothing hit extremely hard. Killing him softly, station to station with the...
This is a nightmare.
First delivery to him on the way. One out with the possible tying and go-ahead runs on base here. And a good idea to hold off on that swing. It's ball 1. To 1 and 2 now. From the stretch.
Looked like he was cheating a heater right there. A little bit too far out in front. Gotta find a way to keep his hands back.
The 1-2. The bouncer to the left side. Rosario's got it. The second.
Oh, thank God.
Relay to first in time, and just like that, this side is retired. Phillies will have to be content with just the 1. 9th inning coming up. The Mets 7 and the Phillies 6.
Holy shit.
Jose Alvarez enters from the pen to start the 9th inning as he'll try to keep the score right where it is heading to the bottom of the 9th.
Alvarez.
Yeah.
To start the 9th in this one, and that'll give way to the...
Oh my God! All right.
The second baseman, Robinson.
Warming up Diaz here.
Cano waits on the first pitch. Now here's a check
Oh.
swing. Did he go around is the question, and yes he did, says the man in blue. Strike one. Hit on the ground down the first baseline, but this will be a foul ball as he's behind 0-2 now.
Yeah, that was. Well. Ugh.
Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch on the ground to the right side. Throw on to first for the out, and that is how the 9th inning gets underway.
The right fielder, number 12.
All right.
Now
Nunez.
at the plate, Eduardo Nunez, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one.
He came into right field on the double switch.
Here it comes. Hard hit
Oh,
at third.
right at it.
Oh, and it eats him up a bit.
Nice out.
And very quickly there, they're 2 gone to start the inning.
The batter, number 1, shortstop, Ahmed.
Now at the plate, Ahmed Rosario, 3 for 4 so far, and seeing it well in this ball game. He's set, and the pitch.
Upstairs.
Action in the bullpen now as a right-hander begins to throw out there. Lays off again, and it's 2-0.
Hey, you want to talk about being in a zone? This guy's been raking lately, and it all starts with his pitch selection. 2 great takes, and he's almost daring the pitcher just go ahead and challenge him.
Breaking ball that time that misses out of the zone. Jake Marisnick would be next. 1-run game here in the top of the 9th. A 3-ball 1-strike count to the Mets shortstop.
4 pitches, all takes. He's showing a lot of patience here.
And I like that from a guy like him, Matty. He can do a lot of damage on a base pass with his legs, so there's no reason for him to get overly aggressive.
Oh, yeah.
He's not getting
I can do
anything
something
to
with
him.
that.
And now it'll
Should be a
rattle
double.
up against the wall. And he'll pull into second with his 4th hit of the ball game.
This is the type of production they were expecting from this guy when he came to the majors a couple of years back. He looks really at ease at the plate, and that relaxed swing is getting some really good results. Good example on that double there. Always great to see a young player blossom.
At the plate now, Jake Marisnick.
As he'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory.
He comes into this appearance in the midst of a 1-for-4 day. Comes set, the 0-1.
Hey, with first base open, pitcher's definitely going to nibble and try and see if the hitter expands the zone.
The 0-2. Well above the letters with the fastball that time.
Hey, textbook waste pitch right there. Does he go elevated fastball again or something slow below the zone?
A 1-2 pitch. Two out here and a runner at second. Lays off 2-2 now.
Not sure if that was a great take or if he got locked up on a 2-seamer running away, but either way, it worked out well for him. That's a well-thrown pitch, though.
Looking to keep this a 1-run game, the pitch. Here's one that misses inside, and the count's run full now, 3-2. And before the big 3-2 pitch, time is called at home plate. Runner in scoring position at second with 2 down. In the air out to right field.
Damn it.
Harper has a
It's a
read on it.
ball.
Trouble with this one, and the inning is over. Danger averted following the 2-out double. More baseball on MLB Network right after this.
Well, here we go.
Leading up for the Phillies.
Yeah, in his last at-bat, he hit a changeup out for a home run, so it'll be interesting this AB to see if they give him a steady diet of fastballs.
Edwin Diaz takes the ball now in inning number 9, looking to close the door.
Okay, let's do this.
First pitch coming. Here it is. Rising fastball, and it catches the zone for a strike. I'm set with the 0-1.
Nope, that's it.
That one misses badly. It's ball 2. Shin high. That's taken for a ball.
Great situation right here. Leading off the inning, you've got to find a way to get on base any way possible. But I don't like to take the aggression away from hitters. If it's in your zone, I want you swinging.
3-2 now. Payoff pitch home, and this is taken for ball 4. So just like that, the tying runs aboard to start the home half.
Well, there's only a 1-run cushion to play with, so he's got to be upset after he walked the leadoff man here. Go-ahead run comes to the plate, and there are no outs. This could be a very interesting inning.
And now time is called, and the reliever is warm out there. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Neil Walker is at the plate here as he quickly finds himself down a strike. It's 0-1.
He grounded into 3 double plays tonight. Give me one more.
From the stretch. And he turns on this one and yanks it foul and back out of play. Nobody out, runner on first. And he fouls this one off.
Yes!
Swing and a miss as Walker is down on strikes for the first out.
That was some nice execution on that pitch. Spotted it nicely down around the bottom of the zone. And when you do that, especially with 2 strikes, not a lot of guys are going to hurt you. You're going to get a lot of ground balls and swings and misses down there.
Reese Hoskins will be called upon here to hit with the game on the line.
Hoskins.
Close there, but he doesn't get the call with the breaking ball. He'll be looking for something he could drive into the gap and drive home that tying run from first. inside, and he falls behind the hitter now 2-0.
You'd never want to fall behind as a pitcher, but doing it to a guy like this is even worse. He's got to bear down and execute for the rest of this at-bat, starting right now.
The count now at 2-1. 1 out, 1 on in a 1-run game. A little early, and now it's even at 2-2.
Yes!
And a miss as they got him with the slider there, 2 away.
That's a big strikeout there with the tying run over at first base. Now, with 2 outs, it becomes a lot more difficult to manufacture that guy home. Probably need a ball in the gap to give him a chance.
Into the box, Roman Quinn. A ball and no strikes. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. A ball and a strike. Fans on their feet in a 1-run ball game in the last of the 9th. Taken, called, strike 2.
2 strikes.
Final strike tonight.
Ooh, that was some gas. Triple digits on the radar gun.
Philly down to their last strike. Now a fastball, but that's easy to lay off, and it's back to even at 2-2. Has them down to their final strike. Here it comes. And, oh, this one's by him to the backstop. And not what they were hoping for, as that moves the possible tying run into scoring position.
And as a closer, a wild pitch is the last thing you want to do. His job was to finish this thing off, and he just made his job a lot more difficult. We'll see if he can get dialed in again here on the next pitch.
Struck
Put it in the books!
Strand the possible tying run at second, and a great job of working out of trouble as this ball game is over.
Holy
Some more
shit!
Good work out of the bullpen as he notches his 10th save of the season right there. Nice job.
A tight one, 7-6, the final score tonight. The Mets jumped out to an early lead in the first and never looked back. Steven Matz earns his 6th winning decision in this one.
Rosario did not look too excited there.
3 innings in the losing effort. Edwin Diaz hammers down the save, his 10th. So that's a wrap for us in this one. Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney, Matt Vasgersian. We all thank you for watching Major League Baseball on MLB Network. See you next time.
Oh my God. All right. Well, that was a win that should have come a lot easier, but ended up just holding on. Let's take a look at the highlights here.
For Philadelphia, 6 runs, 10 hits, 1 error. They left 3 men on base. Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 38 minutes.
Cespedes with an RBI single in the first inning to get the Mets on the board. Second inning, Rosario with an RBI double. Oh, that went all the way to the wall. That's right. Should have been a triple, but I messed up the base running again. Oh, they're gonna show the whole play, huh? This is embarrassing. There's Matt, yep. Marisnik with a long fly to left field. Hey, you know, it looked deeper than it was, but this park is so small. It was 389 feet. All right. Later that inning, Davis I think that, yeah, oh, well, I was about to say I think that one was deeper, but only by 2 feet, so not really. And then Gregorius, after a couple of RBI hits by Harper and I forgot who else, and then Gregorius with a 3-run bomb. And that put the Phillies back in the game, and it chased Matz out of it. Lugo comes in, doesn't quite put out the fire, but then Realmuto with a double play, exactly what I needed. And then, what do we have? Marisnik flying out to right field in the 9th. I mean, this was just wasn't able to score that inning. So, Diaz came in, walked the first batter, struck out Walker. The pinch hitter Hoskins strikes him out on a slider. And then on a full count to Quinn after the runner advanced to second on a wild pitch. Swing and a miss on a fastball. Game over. Mets hang on. Take a look at the box score. 4 for 5 night for Davis with 2 RBI. And a 4 for 5 for Rosario. 2 home runs, Davis and Marisnik. Matz had a great game going until the 7th inning. Absolutely hit a wall and couldn't get anyone out. And, well, he hangs on to get credited for the win. Gesellman, Lugo with holds, and Diaz with his 10th save of the season. Phillies, Segura had 3 hits. 2 hits apiece for McCutchen, Harper, and Realmuto. 1 for Gregorius, that was the 3-run home run. So 15 hits for New York, 10 for Philadelphia. And the pitching lines, you can see Romero had a rough outing. So did Pivetta in relief. That was it. I mean, once I got to those first 2 guys, the starter and the long reliever, I mean, I scored 7 runs off of them, and then the rest of the bullpen, I couldn't really touch them. So the Phillies are able to crawl back in, but I was able to hold them off at the end there. That was a nail-biter. All right, so let's advance the day here. Here's our matchup for tomorrow.
Hi, I'm Justin Allegri, and this is your Wednesday edition of Inside the Show. Looking first at the NL East, the New York Mets swung it well with 15 hits in the game as they got the best of the Phillies in Citizens Bank Park, 7-6. Jay Bruce was a major force at the plate, driving in 4 as Texas got past the Nationals, 5-3. Mike Soroka earned win number 7 this season as Atlanta downed the Cardinals, 5-1. He is currently in the top 5 in the NL in wins. The Chicago Cubs launched 3 home runs as they beat the visiting Marlins 10-1. The Pirates amassed 14 hits in the game as they got past the Reds in Cincinnati 7-3. The Milwaukee Brewers held the opposition at bay with only 4 hits as they defeated the visiting Giants 2-0. The Dodgers picked up 14 hits in total as they took care of the Rocks in Colorado 9-3. Tommy Pham plated 5 on the day with 2 big flies as the Padres bested the Diamondbacks 6-5. He is among the National League leaders in stolen bases.
So I don't really gain
the Red Sox hit 3 long balls as they grabbed the win against the visiting Royals 4-2. The Minnesota Twins totaled 11 hits as they pummeled the Yankees 12-5. That now makes 8 straight wins for the team. The Toronto Blue Jays smacked 15 team hits as they took down the Rays in St. Petersburg 6-4. The Chicago White Sox combined for a 4-hitter as they beat the O's in Baltimore 1-0. The Mariners got 12 hits in this one as they took down the Tigers in Detroit 6-4. The Indians allowed only 5 hits as a staff as they pulled off the win against the Angels in Orange County 10-1. Alex Bregman drove in 4 and had a home run as the Astros downed Oakland 5-4. Thanks for tuning in today. We'll be back here tomorrow and all season long.
Okay, well, there's our next matchup. I was about to say good win, but it's like I almost blew it, so I don't really feel that good about it. But I'm happy that I won. And Rick Porcello, ground ball pitcher in a hitter's ballpark, so hopefully he can keep the ball on the ground and go up 2 games in this series. So we'll see. That was a good one. Thanks for joining. See you tomorrow.